Hello, you're welcome. In this video, I want to show you how you can easily determine if the numbers you have in your Excel are positives or negatives. So in a situation where you have so much data and the analysis that you're performing requires you to determine the negatives as well as the positive numbers in your data, there is an easy trick you can use to get information about which numbers are positive and which ones are negatives. Okay, so based on the rules, we can actually state the rows that we have a negative number and the one we have a positive number to make our tracking easy as well as the analysis, depending on what we want to do. Again, we can decide we just want absolute values for our analysis. We do not want to be using positive numbers or negative numbers, but we just want an absolute number that is neither negative or positive. In this case, there's still a function that we can use to get this. And that's just what we are going to see in this video. So we start with the positive and negative number determination. So when we have a negative number, for example, and we use the function that I want to show you, which is the sign function, if it's a negative number, it's going to return -1 for us. And if it's a positive number, it's just going to return 1. If it's a 0, it's going to return 0. Okay? Now, when we're talking about absolute, when we apply the absolute function, and we have a negative number, it returns the positive version of that negative number. And if we have a positive number already, it still returns the same positive number. If what we have is a 0, it still returns 0. So that's just it about this. Now let's see this in practice. So for here, I will use the sign function. And then the number that I want to enter is this 12 first. So you can see it gives me a 1, indicating that this is positive. So I will just copy this down. And you can see where we have negatives, it's giving us a -1. Where we have positive, it's giving us 1. Where we have 0, it's giving us 0. And that's just it about this sign. We can use this sign function to determine the sign in front of our number, whether it is a positive or a negative. Then next is this absolute function. So we use the absolute function to make everything to be in a positive form. Okay, the positive numbers still remain positive, the negative numbers become positive, and then for the zeros, they are still returned as zeros. So we use the add, and then let's select this number, and then we can copy this down. So you see that everything is now in positive. So all these ones that were once negative are now positive based on this apps conversion. And this is just a simple trick I want to show us in this very video. I hope you've been able to find this video helpful. If you have, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.